there's a day someone is hard to find, hiding out there, bright-eyed, looking back at you, saying, boom, baby, it's time to cut your spearhead loose. Oh, baby, now you can right the wrong that's been done to you. Yeah.
I wrote Missing Every Day because I found myself worrying a lot about the future and what tomorrow might bring while missing the present of today. And the song is basically a musical diary of me to say, you know, stop that. It's too much of an obsession of the future and not necessarily enjoying the process and being content in getting there.
All of my days wishing for the next, anything but today, and I'm missing you.
I think it's perfectly fine to think about the future and fantasize, where am I going to be in 5 years? Where am I going to be in 10 years? But there has to be a balance between that and being content with where you are at the present moment, because there is so much going on right now. There's growth, there's learning, there's character building that takes place during that process of getting to where you want to be, right? So there's a scripture in Luke that talks about being content and not worrying about what tomorrow's going to bring, not worrying about what you're going to eat. Let's look at that. Luke chapter 12 verse 22. Then Jesus said to his disciples, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. Life is more than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable are you than birds? In that same passage, it talks about flowers, and it asks us to consider the fact that if God created these flowers and made them so beautiful, but they didn't have to do anything for him to do that, plus they're here today and gone tomorrow, how much more then does he love us enough to give us what we need? God will give you what you need when you need it. When we make God our priority, he will make a way for us. One of my favorite scriptures is Psalm 91, and that scripture alone makes it abundantly clear that there's a correlation between your relationship with God and your provision. Psalm 91 verse 1 says, he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. That entire chapter clarifies that when you operate your life in God's righteousness, he will cover you, he will protect you, and he will provide for you. Storms can come, calamities can come, sickness can come, plagues can come, pestilence can come, but you will dwell in the shelter of the Most High because you have made God your priority. So I encourage you today to examine your thoughts. If you're dealing with fear or anxiety or worry about what might happen in the future or any type of situation you're dealing with in your life, lay those thoughts before God and rest in knowing that he will take care of you when you make him your dwelling place. Be encouraged today, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Miss another day.